I think back to my first Gasparilla, it was a little hot. I was also pregnant, and so it was not so enjoyable.
No, it's not, is it? No.
To watch everyone else.
Especially just being in that condition, being outside in the heat and humidity, right? But it's in January. We can get really warm for that time of year. We'll see. It's a little far out in time right now. But the average high temperature for that time of year is right around 71, 72 degrees. So we'll be lucky if we can get there. I want to start you out here at Mahaffey Theater because you can see all the construction that's going on out here. They're setting up in St. Pete for the boat show, January 20th. This thing's incredible. That stack, you see those lines right there? That's a stack of these floating docks. And they just keep taking them off, piling it back up, taking it off, and putting them all out here. It is amazing the work they've done just in the last 48 hours or so out there. 70 degrees right now. You can see the palm trees blowing in the breeze as well. Winds out of the northeast sustained now at 14 miles per hour. We've seen gusts in the 20s for today. But that's it. It's been a quiet weather day. Lots of 60s on the map, a few 70s, Tampa, Riverview, Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota, St. Pete, but barely that, right? 70, 71 degrees. 50s for current air temperatures to our north. And even Gainesville is only at 62 degrees right now. So cool air has moved its way in. Showers down over the southeastern part of the state. Nothing for us. Northeast winds will help to warm us up a little bit more for tomorrow, but obviously before we get there, sun goes down. We cool off into the low to mid 50s tomorrow morning. Couple 40s on our map. Not a whole lot like we saw earlier this morning, but it will be a little bit on the cool side. Now, this afternoon, we still have small craft advisories through tonight. Tomorrow morning, they will actually be coming down because the winds will go from 20 knots down to around 5 to 10 knots in the afternoon, northeast to north winds. And you can see it's not terrible because it's a northeast wind right by the coast, but it's certainly bumpy the further offshore you go. Here are the wake-up temps for tomorrow morning. There are 40s, Hernando and Citrus, but most areas in the low to mid 50s to get started. And believe it or not, that's pretty close to where we should be. 53 is the average low temperature for this time of year. There's tomorrow, back up into the low to mid 70s for daytime highs. Lots of sunshine. We will add a few extra clouds in the afternoon, just enough to call it partly cloudy, but not expecting any rain, at least not for most areas. There'll be a couple showers over on the east coast that come in off the ocean with the northeast wind. But even at that, parts of Polk County, your rain chance comes in the evening hours. This is tomorrow around 11 p.m., but I think for anytime after sunset, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, we'll be watching for a few pop-up showers. 1 or 2 is possible in the Bay Area, Pinellas, Hillsborough, Pasco County, even Manatee County. This will be pushing off towards the north and the east tomorrow night. That's a 20% chance for rain. That's it. You see things clearing out as we go into early on Thursday morning. Thursday afternoon looks fantastic. That's another weak front coming through the area. There's not much of a rain chance. So very, very small tomorrow night into Thursday morning. Friday's dry, Saturday's dry. That's the one we got to watch. That's Sunday. That's the football game. In fact, if you look at the GFS model, this is Sunday at Saturday, at 1 o'clock. Beautiful day. A gorgeous day. It'll actually start to warm up a little bit. And then you can see Sunday at 1 o'clock. The game's kicking off. Here comes the rain. The European model, very similar with timing on this as well, too, so we'll have to watch it. Bottom line is another front's coming through. It's just one kind of after the other. And when those northwest winds come in behind those fronts, it just reinforces the cooler air that we have in place now. All right, so rain chance real small tomorrow night into Thursday. Much better chance on Sunday. We'll still have to nail the timing down. This cool dip that you see along the East Coast, that continues for a good week or so. And look at our 7-day forecast. And no 80s out there for sure. 74 tomorrow, close to 70 if we're lucky on Thursday. We'll have a few clouds in the morning, but clear out. It's going to be a nice day. Cooler air is coming in behind that weak front. And then you can see by Sunday, with clouds and showers, we may not make it out of the 60s for daytime highs and for the football game as well.